Hey guys, it's D Richard Ortiz 123. And this isn't really gonna be a funny story. I mean, this is gonna be more of a story time, but if you find comedy in it, that's great because I consider myself an entertainer and I love to entertain people. So yeah, but this is more or less a story time of YouTube's fan, Stalker, whatever you wanna call them, that I had. And this is recent, like this isn't like old news or anything. So yeah, let's get right into it. And this is gonna be one of those like fake ass stories like, oh, I was at the grocery store and some dude walked by and touched my shoulder, and yeah, I'm mentally scarred for life. Like, I'm not saying that that's not like scarring somebody for life, but like, come on, man. Like, you're dragging that just for attention. But anyways, yeah, so this is really recent. Like, this was all throughout like last week. And at first I wasn't even gonna talk about it, but towards the end, what he did was kind of like that's over the limit. Pause, cause. But yeah, let's just get right into it. And I have screenshots too. And the underlying theme in this whole video, what I want you to take away as a viewer is know your boundaries as a fan, and know your boundaries when you're talking to other people, not just a YouTuber. You don't need to have 1 million subscribers to have a stalker, and I had to find that out by myself because I would think, you know, I'm not that big on YouTube. I only have like 1,000, like 100 something subscribers, like around there. Like, I'm not a big YouTuber or something. But yeah, now after this experience, I've learned that you could be like a dude with 5 subscribers and you could have like a stalker. So let's get right into it. So kind of starting off, I don't know if this is like the first thing that kind of set it off, but I made a video called "The Worst Day of My Life," the story time. And in that video, I say that I had to get off at Fordham on the bus. So this like dude added me, and then like 5 minutes later, he sends me a text, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like. It must be important that he has to add me and send me a text, so I'm just like, whatever. So, and I'll leave screenshots for you to read it for yourselves. So, he says, yo, and then I was like, hi. And then he's like, yo, I'm a huge fan of your channel, bro. Love all your content. I'm just like, thanks, man. So after he sent the message that he said he was a huge fan, I was like, great, it's a fan that found my Facebook or whatever. And that kind of pisses me off, to be honest, because like, it's my personal Facebook for a reason, like. And I know, like, I had, like, my name was showing on the things I see on Facebook, but that doesn't really mean that you should just go add somebody you don't know. Like, you watch me on your computer screen or your phone, but that doesn't mean, like, you personally know me. And, you know, I love my fans. Like, I have a Snapchat dedicated just to talking to you guys. The thing is, this is my personal Facebook, and I don't really have a problem with somebody adding me there. And the thing is, like, I have friends and family there, and you'll see why this matters in a second, but, like, I'm gonna keep repeating this throughout the whole video. Know your boundaries. So I was just like, thanks, man. Like, I was just thinking that it was just gonna be like, oh, I like your channel, whatever, and then that's it. But then he continues. He was like, so when can we meet up? We live wild close to each other. Now, this is my fault. If I wouldn't have said the area that I'm at, he probably wouldn't even know. And then I was just like, how do you know we live close? And he was like, in your vlog, you was walking to Fordham. I live in Fordham Plaza, so we're near each other. And I was just like, oh, so I fucked up. I was just like, damn, I shouldn't have done that because, like, you can't just ask a random person you don't know to meet up with them. Like, especially with the whole Christina Grimmie stuff. Like, that was a fucking crazy-ass fan that he shot her. And the fact that I don't even know this dude and he's just asking me to meet up with him, that's kind of shady. And then I type, sorry, but I don't do meetups in private. I'd much rather do it in a place where there are other YouTubers like VidCon or something like that. Now, I knew I was lying right off the bat. Like, I was not going to fly to no VidCon down at LA. Like, if there was a YouTube meetup and I was more popular, then yes, I'll go to it. But I have less than 10,000 subscribers. Like, who's going to show up? Like, seriously. And then this dude gets upset. He's like, why? And then a bunch of questions marks. You're not even that famous. You only got 1K subs if you have not noticed. You see this? I just stated it. I just stated it for him. Like, there's no reason for me to go to VidCon, but I was just, you know, like, trying to talk myself out of it because I'm not going to meet up with somebody I don't know in an area that I'm not familiar with. I mean, I'm familiar with Fordham a lot because I go there, like, almost every day, but Fordham Plaza, I barely go by there, so. So, again, I state, I know, but I'm not going to meet up with somebody I don't even know in an area I don't stay around. So, I'm just spitting facts. And then this dude gets mad. He was like, dude, Fordham Plaza is always busy. It's not like we're going to meet in a dark alley or something. So, I'm just like, fuck it, man. Like, I decided to go back to making videos because when he texted me, I think I was filming the things I see on YouTube. I was filming a video. I don't remember which one. But I just left him on red. And then the next day, when I was at work, he was like, yo, you deadass gonna leave your biggest fan on red? Like, I was at work, like, hot, like, you was fucking serious? And I was just like, bro, what do you need? Like, this shit is getting me annoyed now. And then, this is the part where I stress this enough. Know your boundaries. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is this? This dude says, what is your mom's Facebook/phone number? And I was like, for what? Like, what do you need her phone number for? And he was like, so I can contact her to see if I can come over to your house. That is literally one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Somebody that I do not know at all says, what is your mom's phone number so I can meet up with you? What? Like, you really need to be a dumbass to ask that type of question. Like, what? So I was like, nah, man. But in my head, I was like, I wanted to go off. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I decided to keep my chill. He was like, you really gonna say no to your fan? I see what type of YouTuber you are. Like, he keeps using this, oh, you're gonna do this to your fan? Like, he's done it twice already. Like, you deadass gonna leave your biggest friend already? You really gonna say no to your fan? Like, I understand he's a fan of mine. Like, thank you very much for watching my content if you're watching this right now. But, like, it's plain common sense. Who the fuck asks that type of question to somebody they don't know? So I'm already pissed at this dude because he's texting me on my Facebook. Like, you could have texted me on my Instagram. You could have left a comment. You could have texted me on Snapchat. But you had to go on my personal Facebook. Something that I try to keep away because I'll get into it in a second. But this is the type of stuff that I don't like about YouTube. And then I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not going to give you my mom's phone so that you can go and text her so that you can come to my house. No offense, but only a dumbass would ask that type of question and expect the other person to say yes. So this is the third time that this dude does this, where he's like, oh, you're gonna do this to your fan? He says, did you really just call your own fan a dumbass? I should make an exposing video on you and showing everyone how you treat the people that support you. So then I say, go ahead and make one. I have tons of fans who actually have class and don't go on my personal Facebook. I have a Snapchat that's just for texting fans. And that's true, I do. And the thing that pissed me off is this dude, he tried to like blackmail me. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make an exposing video on you. Exposing me for what? Calling you a dumbass? Like, who really asks that type of question? Really, who does that? So then he says, and what makes this your personal Facebook? And I was like, well, I have family and friends on here and I'm pretty sure none of them want you texting them. And then he was like, hey, bet. And then he's like, hashtag exposing video coming soon. Please, by all means, if you have something to expose me for, if you don't like me, make an exposing video. I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day for somebody to expose me for something. What did I do to be exposed? I don't fake anything on this channel. I don't steal anything. I'm not a money whore. I don't do shit. I make content for people that people think is funny. I make unboxing videos and I make rants. So like, what am I gonna be exposed for? So that whole conversation was on a Friday and he didn't text me throughout the weekend, so I was like, maybe he just gave up and, you know, he's not gonna text me anymore. Wrong! So yesterday he texted me and he was like, yo, and I was like, what do you need? Like, this shit is getting annoying now. Like, I'm at work and you're here like bothering me and shit. And I should have never responded to him. I know, that's all my fault. So he says, is this your mom? And then he puts my mom's name. So for a split second, I got so scared. I'm like, oh shit, this dude is a fucking stalker. Like, he dead found out my mom's name. But then I look closer, and this is how I know that this dude is a fucking creep. So there's like this thing on Facebook, it's called families or whatever, and like you can tag your families if they have a Facebook. So like it's complicated to explain, but if you have a Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. Like you can, like, it's in the about section, like you can check who's your family member if you add them. It's kind of weird to explain, but I knew that he got it from there because I spelled my mom's name differently because I opened a Facebook page for my mom. And I spelled her name wrong because I was stupid. Like, I was 9 years old when that Facebook was up. And I spelled it different from, like, how she actually spells her name. So I was like, it's funny that you had to go to my Facebook family section to find that. You think you're a hacker. And then I just started laughing. He was like, I know your address. You should not be talking shit. So I'm just like, really? Really? So what's my address then? Like, at this point, I'm like, this dude is not a threat. Like, he had to go on my Facebook profile and look at my family section to try and find out my mom's name and to make me worried. And don't get me wrong, he had me for a split second. But as soon as I saw that the name was spelled wrong, that I already knew. I automatically knew. He was like, why you want me to tell you that? It's your own house. You should know where your address is. This is how you know somebody doesn't have something. Like, this is like kindergarten shit. Like, I'm like, what's my address? He's like, oh, I'm not going to tell you. You should already know. So I'm like, because I want to see if you know my address or not. He was like, it is okay. You will see soon. And I'm just like, pull up. So then he's like, look, I do not want problems. I just wanted to meet you, but you being a bitch. Under what grounds does this make me a bitch? First of all, you claim you know my address. you say my mom's name, and third, you added me on my personal Facebook. I keep stressing this, my personal Facebook, just to try and message me to think if I would meet up with you. Like, what kind of shit is that? And I'll say this again, I love my fans, but I'm not gonna meet up with somebody I don't know in an area I'm not familiar with, especially if he's texting me on a social media that I don't put out as public. It's kind of weird, but whatever. And I was just like, how am I being a bitch? You claim to know my address. If some dude you don't know claims to know your address, are you gonna say, oh, it's okay, you can come over when you want? So this is where, pay attention to this. So I forget to charge my phone at work, and I'm just like, whatever, I'm not gonna need it. So I get out of work, and you know, I'm on the 12 bus, and so I get off the bus and I walk home. So he sends me a text message saying turn around, but I didn't know that because my phone was dead and I couldn't receive messages. I'm like 95% of the way to my house. So some dude comes up next to me and he's just staring at me. And one of my biggest pet peeves is people staring at me. So I turned to look at him, and this dude, like, I can't even lie, look at my face, I'm not fucking joking. This dude dead ass looks like Lester from GTA 5 but without the wheelchair. Like, this dude looks exactly like him. Like, he has the face structure, he has the glasses. The only difference is that this dude has hair and Lester's bald. So I turned to him, I'm like, is there a problem? Like, this dude wasn't, he was like full on staring at me. So he was like, yeah, and then he shows me the fucking text messages between me and him. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, this dude is like in his 40s, like, and he's wanted to meet up with a 15-year-old, like. So I'm like, so you follow me for half a mile for what? And he was just like, oh, I want to speak to your mom so we can meet up soon, and you know, I'll get to see your house and everything. So here's when my options kicked in. I could have been a bitch and I could have, you know, let him follow me to my house and, you know, done whatever. Or I could have fought back, and guess what I did? I fucking fought back. So I'm just like, oh really? So before he can even respond, I kick him as hard as I could in the shins. Like, that shit even hurt my foot. But as soon as I kick him, I fucking dip. Like, I run the opposite way from my house. Cause it's like, it's weird, like it's 5 different ways to get to my house from that point where I was at. So I took the long way, so I went down and then I made a right, and I went away from my house because in case if he like chased me, like he would follow me to the wrong place, and then like I don't know. So I'm running like Usain Bolt, like I'm just trying to get the fuck up out of there, and I turn around, he's not chasing me, so I'm like good. And I know some of y'all like, oh Pablo, why you being a little bitch? If I was you, I would have stood down, I would have decked the shit out of him. This dude is a 40-year-old man, and he looks like he weighs 550 pounds. Like, this dude could legit pass as a sumo wrestler. If he fell on me, I could probably die. After like 30 minutes of me circling around the block, I take a long way to my house, and as soon as I get home, I text my friend, and he was like, put it on your YouTube channel. So I take the screenshots, and then I block him. So I don't know if he's messaging me right now. I'm not gonna check. Thank God he was stupid enough to come up to me and talk to me, because if he wouldn't have done that, I probably wouldn't have noticed him, and who knows what would have happened. You know, I could have got kidnapped. I could have been put in a white van with candy on the side or something, like, I don't know. But yeah, I try to make jokes out of this, but this is like 100% serious. Like I said in the beginning of the video, know your boundaries as a fan. You know what I mean? Like, don't message a fucking person you don't know on their personal Facebook. Like, this dude followed me for half a mile. Like, let that soak in. Like, seriously, this dude was that thirsty to meet me. And you know, I'm flattered, but like, there's other ways to do that. I'm not gonna call the cops on this dude. I'm not gonna, you know, expose him or anything, because it would be useless anyways, because like, this Facebook is literally empty. Like, I think some dude just made that Facebook just to talk to me. Like, that's kind of weird, but whatever. I don't think anyone should be followed to their own home, you know? Like, I don't think anyone should go out their house and feel unsafe. Like, oh, somebody's stalking me. Like, and I'm not saying I feel like that, but I'm saying like what if, like, I'm just thinking about the what ifs. Like, what if this dude actually came to my house? Like, one of my biggest worries is my mom not being safe. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't want no fucking body coming up to my mom and like, oh, your son is a YouTuber. Like, my mom knows I'm a YouTuber, so I'm not trying to like hide shit, but like, ask her if you could come to my house. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, do whatever you want. Leave your input if you want in the description. I read all the comments, so yeah. But if you want to text me the proper way, here's my Snapchat. You could text me there, whatever you want. Also have a Twitter. I'll leave the handle right here. So yeah, guys, D Richard Ortiz 123 signing off, guys. Peace. Fucking stalkers, man.